What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. All right, man, look. What's next for Manny Pacquiao? I was doing a little reading and I was just really trying to look for the probability of Manny Pacquiao fighting Keith Thurman since I think it's so high. And this is what I came across. First of all, I don't see Manny Pacquiao and the Floyd Mayweather fight, the rematch happening. I don't see it, man. Leonard Ellerbe said that, Mayweather is retired. He's done. He's approaching 42. The guy had a fantastic career. He's done. That's what Ellerbe is saying, and I'm leaning in that direction as well. But it was good to hear from Ellerbe because I didn't want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather too. I just didn't want to see it. I saw it as boring. So the possible fighters for Manny Pacquiao are Keith Thurman, of course, the winner between Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence, the winner between Ugas and Porter, and, Terrence Crawford or Danny Garcia. And this is what I came up with. Manny Pacquiao, he wants to fight in the summer. He wants to fight somewhere May or June, okay? So Keith Thurman is a for sure possibility, right? Because Keith Thurman, he just fought. Manny Pacquiao, he just fought. So they can fight May, June. But what makes me curious is Manny Pacquiao, he isn't saying Keith Thurman yet. And I think he's waiting. I think he's waiting for March. I think he's waiting for the Sean Porter and Ugas fight and the Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia fight to transpire before he makes his goal, his true goal for who he's, willing to fight next. Something I just truly feel that Manny Pacquiao, there's a lot of people that saying Manny Pacquiao is doing this for the money. He only wants the money now. I don't know. I think Manny Pacquiao is like most fighters. He's addicted. He's addicted to the war. He's like Roy Jones. When people were like, hey, why Roy Jones still fighting? He must be behind the 8 ball when it comes to finances. No, he was addicted. He was addicted. A lot of these fighters, they must be forced out. Really, all of them. Everyone. Even Floyd Mayweather came back and fought the guy overseas, right? So, and, fought McGregor. They are addicted to the war, to the battle. It's kind of like what Apollo Creed said on Rocky IV. What did he say? He said, without some war, stallion, then the warrior might as well be dead. Something like that. He said something like that, which I truly agree. And it seems like that's very consistent. So I think Manny Pacquiao is not fighting for money. He's fighting because he loves to fight. Okay, so, and he loves the challenge. So I think Manny Pacquiao is serious. I think he's serious when considering the winner between Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. I think he wants Errol Spence. I think he wants that challenge, man. I think he wants that smoke. And I think out of everyone, he'll fight Keith Thurman if he can't make a fight with the winner between Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia, or if he can't make the fight with Sean Porter. Because listen, Manny doesn't need a warm-up fight. His time is running out. He's already 40. He already lost a few steps. He doesn't need extra fights. And I think him and Freddie Roach, I think they see Keith Thurman as a piece of meat, someone that they can defeat. And that doesn't hold well for Manny Pacquiao. I think he wants someone that he has to, work up to, that he sees as a big challenge. And I really think that he's holding out to see what happens between Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. I think he wants Errol. But who I think he will fight, I think the chances are just too big for him to fight Keith Thurman. And why? Because of Al Heyman. I think Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao is more of a win-win for Al Heyman. I really do. Because if Manny Pacquiao wins, then guess what? That's just a huge fight with Manny Pacquiao versus, Porter or Ugas, or, the winner between Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. That's just a mega fight if Manny Pacquiao defeats Keith Thurman. But if Keith Thurman wins, that is big for Al Heyman too, because he has a more prime fighter who, beat Manny Pacquiao, and he has a momentum, and that makes for many big fights with an Errol Spence or another fight again with Sean Porter, anything like that. Like I said, the money is made in the rematches. So if Errol Spence and Keith Thurman get it on after Keith Thurman beats a Manny Pacquiao, that's huge. And then the rematch is even better, right? So I think it's a win-win with Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. And I think Al Heyman is leaning towards that. And I think the fans win with that because I see that as a very competitive bout. But from Manny Pacquiao's perspective, the way I'm feeling when I'm looking into it, and I may be reading into it too much, I think Manny Pacquiao wants the challenge of an Errol Spence. So let me know what you think. What fight would you want to see the most? What fight do you think is going to happen? What do you think the highest probability of which one of those guys being the next opponent for Manny Pacquiao? And ShowBizz the dope. I'm out.